Excited, got Catherine Rudolph with WaterGrove Event Venue in studio. They're located in Dickinson. I'm going to kick this on the FM. We're talking about a princess luncheon. It's a lunch. It's taking place this Saturday, 12 o'clock. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's 9:03 on a Wednesday, and I got Catherine Rudolph in studio. Good morning, Catherine. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
There's something really cool happening this weekend. What do we have?
Yeah, it's called our Princess Lunch. It's at WaterGrove. This is the first time we've done this type of an event, right? But it's just a big princess party. So, I've got a 6-year-old little girl, Mercy. You've got a 4-year-old daughter. And I know they're both all about princess stuff, right? If they could dress up every day in a gown, they'd be in the gown. They want makeup. They want their nails painted, all those fun things. And so that's what this is about, because Mother's Day is coming up. So this is just a fun mother-daughter event. And, you don't necessarily need, a 5-year-old daughter to attend this one. It can be for older people, like older kids, or just moms and grandmas that want to come and just be a part of it. Because we've got lunch. We've got, oh, my gosh, just all kinds of things that are going on.
Yeah, I saw that there's going to be some actual Disney princesses there.
Yes. So we have RSVPs from Belle from Beauty and the Beast, from Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, from, Cinderella. Everybody knows Cinderella. And then also from Princess Jasmine from the movie Aladdin. Yeah, so they're all going to be there.
What was your favorite princess growing up? Disney princess?
Oh, Belle, all the way.
Why?
I don't know. I just loved the story of Beauty and the Beast. I don't even know how many times I've seen that movie. I watched Cinderella when I was younger, like little, but I remember loving Beauty and the Beast. Like that gold ball gown that she wears. Oh, man.
I think it depends how old you are whenever it comes out too, and, the excitement and everything. But that was a great, I like Beauty and the Beast. That was a good one.
Yeah.
The interesting part was always the beginning. It always tripped me out with, like, the lady who put the spell on the beast, and it was just, like, magical and everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of intense. It was a little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say my favorite out of the ones you listed, I guess, would be Aladdin, just because I like the story, so that would be Jasmine. Plus, she has a tiger, and I really like tigers.
True.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't go. I'm literally, I can't.
No, you could be the tiger if you wanted to.
Oh, my God, with Princess Jasmine? Okay.
I know Ribby has a Jasmine outfit because she and Mercy dressed up. They were little twins. So,
yeah.
You could be.
So if somebody wants to find out information, get tickets, how can they do that?
They can go to thewatergrove.com and you can get your tickets there. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram too. It's just our venue name, WaterGrove. But the tickets are there at thewatergrove.com. We're also going to be selling them at the door. So if you are kind of bumping up on time and forget to go online and get your ticket, you can get it at the door. But as many as can do in advance, of course, we want to know. So we have, our food and all the good stuff ready for everybody.
WaterGrove has been putting on a lot of events.
Yeah.
There's been more things going on. This is the first princess lunch. Have you ever done anything similar to this before?
Just birthday parties for my daughter. So, not on this scale to have this many princesses. And we've got a really cool photo booth, or actually a couple of photo booths that are going to be there, and face painting, balloon twisting, if you wanted to get like your little crown or your rose or whatever really that you want them to make for you. We have a jewelry making station, so you can make necklaces and bracelets if they wanted to do that. Every little girl and their mom gets a princess tiara whenever they get to the venue. So I know some people will probably come with their own tiara, but you can have two if you want. And then we've got a great pasta lunch that we're going to have, a dessert bar that'll have cupcakes, cookies, and candies that are all on it, so the little girls can go and pick their favorite stuff and just all kinds of fun things. It's going to be really neat.
I see the pastas from Gio's. I just had to look it up. I was looking at the information, and if you're watching on Facebook, all of that information I put into the description, so you can go and read that later or now if you want to. But there's pasta from Gio's. There's a dessert bar. Mm-hmm. You get a tiara at the door. Is it tiara or tiara?
I call it a tiara.
Tiara, that sounds right. So drawings for prizes for moms and daughters. And I've been to some of the prize giveaways at a WaterGrove event.
They're good.
They're always good prizes, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what some of them are? Can you release that?
Some of them are like these really big, like they call them like the Hobo Bags, that are the giant purses that women like to carry. We have some of those. Some of them are baskets, but they've got just a mix of things, like fragrances and lotions and some craft things for the little girls and just a variety of stuff. They're really nice.
Okay, very cool. And then, the prizes for moms and daughters. Okay, the photo booth by Majestic Events and Entertainment.
Yeah.
And I saw they had shared some of that information. I'm sure they're have I been to an event that they've been at? They've been to WaterGrove before?
They came to our open house.
Okay,
and,
yes.
Yeah, so they're doing our prom next month, and they're doing our...
Does Josh want to come talk about the princess lunch? We can get him in here. He's looking back over there.
He's like, I'll call you.
We can talk about the princess lunch? No, I'm okay. Yeah. All right.
What were we? Yeah, Clifford with Majestic. Yeah. So this is the first event that he'll be doing for us, and then our prom that's at about the middle of the month. He's bringing like the big mirror thing. He's DJing the whole thing. It's supposed to be really cool.
So Clifford, I had a conversation with him. He's either done radio. I think he may be a minister, but he also has a voice. Do you remember at the event he got up and started singing and. He has Sergio. He's like, take it up a key. And Sergio's like, no, you got this. His voice. Try to force him, and he hit it. And he was a really fun gentleman to be around. Okay, so there's face painting as well.
Yeah, so Party Animals of Texas. So they are the official face painters of like the Houston Astros, the Houston Rockets, like when you go to the stadiums and you get your stuff done there. So they're going to be coming out and doing face painting and balloon twisting both.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and they do like the big, like the full face things where it's like the princess crowns and all that kind of stuff.
With the jewels. Face painting's different from whenever I was a kid to what you see now.
Different.
Yeah, they like put jewels in your head. It's like
glitter.
your Thanos. Yeah. With like you could collect all the stones. And then like on one side you can get a whole mural, on the other one it's something different.
It's so true. So true. Yeah, I would get like a little balloon cluster when I was a little girl and thought it was so cool because I had like 3 colors on my face. And yeah, that's so basic now.
Yeah, they don't use brushes anymore. They're using like sponges and the I'm like, is this makeup or paint or what is this?
So it's interesting you say that. The artists that are coming, they actually use airbrush when they put it on. And it's makeup. It's not paint. It's actually makeup. So yeah, very, very different than when we were growing up for sure.
And it still comes off like easy.
Well, yeah, because it's like makeup. It's just like with a face wipe or, a baby wipe or something like that. It'll come off. It doesn't stain their clothes, so it's not going to mess up little princess dresses and things like that.
Out of all of the things that y'all are offering, is there something you're looking forward to the most?
Oh, my goodness.
Face painting?
I don't even know. Look, seriously, Mercy likes to do that so much. I just love to see her excited, and then she wants me to do that too. So some people have asked about like the price point and stuff like that for like the moms and the little girls, but it's everything we're talking about. So you're not going to go to like one part of the venue and have to pay something extra. And like as a mom, I know that my little girl wants me to do everything that she's doing when we go to those events. So she wants me to wear the tiara also. She wants me to have the face paint. I have to have a balloon, that we can both hold. And then I end up holding everything, of course, while she plays. But I mean, I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most is the face painting.
Yeah, that's a really good deal when you look at it. So it's a ticket to get in, and usually ticket would just be like it's just the meal,
right?
Even at that price. So y'all really, really worked it into where y'all are able to let everybody do something at a great rate. Yeah,
we did. It's 9 different things that you have the opportunity to participate in whenever you're there. And we're going to have like a princess movie playing and the music going from the different Disney princess movies. So, little girls can dance. You've been to the venue. It's got like kind of a dance floor in the main hall so they can dance and do all that stuff in there. It'll be fun.
All right. So what was the last event that y'all have had there? They came before this one.
There've been, I don't even remember if I'm being honest. We've had showers, birthday parties, anniversary parties. We've got some weddings coming up. We've got our prom coming up. The Galveston paper is doing the Citizen of the Year banquet there. We're really excited about that. Santa Fe High School is going to be doing an honors banquet there in just about 10 days. They're doing something for their students. So, I mean, we've had all kinds of things that are going on.
That's Santa Fe High School?
Yeah.
I always find it interesting whenever other cities, because Santa Fe will sometimes go to Texas City and do an event for the Education Foundation, and then they did it this year in Lamarck, which I love. Right. But it kind of makes more sense because I'm like, at least Lamarck and Santa Fe kind of touch, I think.
In a way.
Yeah, they do.
Depending on where you are.
But I was like, Texas City, you got to cross through Hitchcock. But anyways, hey, I'm glad they're doing it at WaterGrove. It's a beautiful venue.
Yeah. I am too. I'm excited to have him in there. And it's a big event, which I'm excited to see that too. Because, I mean, we took ownership of this place during the pandemic. So when people were coming in initially, everything was really small scale. And it was, I don't know, it was just difficult for people to celebrate anything because everybody was, afraid. There were so many unknowns. And now that we have safety measures in place and people are learning how to function and live and the vaccines available and all that stuff, they can have those bigger celebrations and be with their family, with their friends, and especially for like seniors, juniors and seniors in high school. Yeah. I mean, there's all those big moments that happen and awards that you receive and just things that you've worked for your whole life as a teenager. And so now they get to celebrate those and make those memories. I think it's great.
Yeah, because last year, it's like, is there graduation? Is there prom? There really wasn't.
No, there was nothing.
So I saw that y'all are doing a community prom.
Yeah.
In the schools, are they doing some sort of proms, and some of them are?
So from what we can see and just, calling around and looking at the districts, I think most, there's still some that don't have any, but most of them have some version of prom, but... and I know a lot of times proms are, in the basketball, in the gym, where you would play basketball or something like that. And some of them are in open air spaces like that again this year. But because we're a community-minded venue and we don't just do weddings, we do special events also, we wanted to do something that would include those young people and be able to help those seniors that had a rough junior year. Honestly, they had a patchy senior year, because there have been so many changes, and be able to offer something that's just really like next level cool for them to have their prom. And I mean, if they want to wear a mask, they're welcome to wear a mask. With that lifted, we leave it up to the people who come in. So those restrictions are going to be a little bit different. I know a lot of them are doing like their football fields. They're using them for prom. But they've told the girls, you can't wear heels because you can't walk on the grass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of a bummer. That was one of the things, you wanted a dress and you wanted new shoes and you wanted hair and makeup when you were going to prom. So come to WaterGrove Prom because you can wear your heels.
Yes.
You can buy those pretty shoes and wear them.
What did your prom look like?
My prom?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It was at some hotel somewhere. They rented a ballroom and did like dinner, and if I'm being real, I wore a dress that I didn't like. It was like...
What color was it?
It was blue. And it was one of those things where I've tried on 50 different gowns. And I was exhausted from doing it. And this is the lesser of all the evils.
Yeah.
I just picked one. Bummer.
So I look back and I remember, growing up and the prom that I went to and all of these things. And I think... would I have been allowed to go to the WaterGrove community prom? Would that have been acceptable? Catherine, growing up, would you have been allowed to go to the WaterGrove community prom?
Oh my God, I plead the fifth on this.
We need an answer.
I am throwing an amazing party for these kids that is safe, that is a secure environment, and that is going to be tons of fun. That's all. I'll leave it at that.
And when you say secure, there's always security at pretty much every WaterGrove event.
Always security that's there, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. But the community prom, that's going to be a first for WaterGrove.
Yes, and we really hope to make it an annual thing. And so the goal is, if we've got any business owners maybe that are listening or watching this back, that we want to get people in the community to partner with us because we're going to be doing some giveaways for the students also. So our focus is on high school seniors, obviously, but I know their plus ones could be like sophomores, juniors, whatever, that are coming. But we want to give away some technology stuff, like some iPads, a laptop, some stuff like that the students could get. And we're going to crown a king and queen.
How's that going to work?
We're still working on all the details on how we're going to be able to do that, because it's not like a popularity contest or something.
Kind of is.
I mean, it is, but it's a mix of campuses. So we don't know the students. They don't necessarily know each other because there's people from all over. So we're still kind of working out those details. But
I know how to do it. I just had the idea right now.
Tell me.
I love throwing out ideas. Obviously, use it if you want to. Throw it in the trash if you don't. So if they posted a picture on their social media and they hashtag WaterGrove Community Prom or something like that, and whoever gets the most likes or whoever gets the most comments, or it's a combination of that voting and live voting
that night.
Because what it also does is it promotes the venue on their Instagram page, and plus people will be like, oh, where are they at? What's going on? And it'll get them and their friends that are younger
I'm using that.
for next
That's
year.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun.
Smart.
Yes.
Smart.
Right now it's 9:18. This is KHEA.com, 99.5 FM. I'm talking to Catherine Rudolph. She is with WaterGrove Event Venue. They're located in Dickinson, Texas. Did you see the KHEA reports that we put out for the bed and breakfast across the street? I think it dropped yesterday.
I haven't seen it yet. I knew that you guys were over there shooting some video for them. They're great people.
Yeah.
They have a beautiful site too.
Yeah. So I have a friend, a mutual friend. That's how I got connected with them.
Right.
And I told him, I was like, if they ever want to sell the property, I'm sure like reach out because it would just make sense.
Yes.
And he was like, if they ever want to sell the property, I'm telling nobody and buying it myself. I said, okay, that's fair enough. So then when I got there, he was like, hey, you're the guy who wants to buy the property. I was like, no, not me. I don't want to buy the property.
Just say yes. I know the guy who does.
But it's a really cool spot and they're super nice people and there's room to expand.
Yes.
Over there. And also when like writing the script, I worked in WaterGrove like as many times as possible.
Good.
And then like looking back, I was like, I probably could have used one less WaterGrove and it would have been like a sweet spot.
Have they built out the back? They were working on a bunch of the stuff in the yard the last time I went over.
Yeah. So in the yard, there is a lot of cool stuff, but then there's also like another fence they're going to put up and then some amenities for the people that stay in the back house.
Nice.
Did they tell you some of the history of the property?
It's really cool. It's actually a historical site. They have it registered. Yeah. Yeah,
I saw the plaque on the front. It used to be a Borden dairy farm.
Yeah.
And I saw like a little, what's that called? I don't know. Like I'd call it a garage, but it's not a garage. It's like an old timey something. There's a tractor in there. I was like, what was that? That's where they kept the dairy cows. That's really cool.
Nice.
Really cool. So I'm excited to see what that turns into.
Yeah.
As time goes on and how WaterGrove can work together.
Definitely.
With them. So
definitely.
Very cool. So the Princess Lunch, let's talk a little bit more about that. And then we can talk about some other things as well. The Princess Lunch. So remind everybody, what is it? And I guess who's invited? Can a dad bring a daughter? What can you do?
You know, that's a good question. Yeah, sure. Dads can bring daughters if they wanted to come and hang out.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a problem.
We settled it. Jennifer, I know you're listening. My wife's listening. We're going to switcheroo the roles. And now I'm going, because I get pasta, my face painted, a photo booth, and hang out with, River in a princess dress. Sign me up.
It's not a bad day.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, so the princesses will all be there. So there's 4 different Disney princesses. And, I mean, when I've gone to most parties and, little events that go on, there's usually like 1 that's there. So it's really cool that we have 4. Jasmine, Tiana, Belle, and Cinderella. And you can talk to all the princesses. You can meet all 4. It's not like you can only talk to one of them. Mm-hmm. Have your picture taken with them. We'll have the really cool, it's called like a Moby booth that they're using, that Majestic Events is bringing. And then we'll have, like the big balloon arch and stuff like that where you can take photos and then just hang out. They're going to walk around while everybody eats lunch and say hello to the different tables. All of our tables are themed like that. So like if one of the princesses is your favorite of the 4, when you go out onto the main floor to sit down and eat lunch, you could find like the Jasmine section, the Cinderella section, because all the tables are going to be themed out. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah. Awesome. And you can go to the WaterGrove?
Yeah, the WaterGrove.com. Get your tickets there. And then we're also selling at the door.
Okay, so here's another comment I got to bring up. This is from Pierre with Bravo Party Shop. Pierre said he wants to partner with the community prom. Bravo Party Shop can bring some cool decorations. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really great. I know, like we were talking about earlier, like a lot of the kids really have had a bummed out senior year, and then last year was kind of So it'd be nice to have an awesome event.
Definitely.
Awesome event for them.
Yeah, we'll definitely connect with them. Thank you for that.
Okay, so other events that WaterGrove is open to having. So these are kind of not necessarily your first go-to, I would imagine, but they're really cool things. Hopefully will become annual. Yeah. What are some other things that are y'all's go-to that y'all do?
So weddings are obviously the big thing. We're a wedding venue, so we have indoor and outdoor spaces both. We're backed up to the Dickinson Bayou, so you're right on the water. If you wanted to have like an outdoor wedding, either on the lawn or one of our really pretty patios, and then you can either have, one of them has like a bricked in kind of garden area, and then the other one just backs up to the water itself, and a bunch of trees out there. And then the interior is just very classic. It's very calming when you walk in, which I think every bride needs a calm space when they're going, for their wedding day. And we've got the Bridal Suite. We have a Groom Suite. We've got an area where you could do your ceremony inside, Or if you've got like a mini or a micro wedding and you want a real intimate kind of a setting, then we have that space for you. And then our big main hall. And actually this week we're going to be putting some pictures up. So, make sure you follow us and look at our pages. But we have a new ceiling package that we're doing at a dinner that's happening this week. So we've got just our open ceiling, which is a real pretty coffered ceiling, and it's got some chandeliers in it that's beautiful, very elegant, clean lines. And then we have one that has like a backlit fabric and big crystal chandeliers, 2 different options for the chandelier styles. And then we have Edison lights that are like this real warm light that drop down low over the tables and just kind of glow, make the room glow. And so that's the one that we're going to be featuring at an event this week.
So it's like Thomas Edison?
Yeah. Like old school looking light bulbs.
Okay.
Yeah, with like the filament that just kind of glows on the inside.
Yeah. It's weird. Me and my wife, we went to the store looking for light bulbs because we have LED fixtures at every single light in our house, right?
Right, yeah.
And then they went out, which they're supposed to like last forever. So there's
like 20 years or something.
There's like 6 or 7 that went into our like house. So Jennifer is like, you need to get up there and figure it out. I'm like, I don't know anything.
You need a lift.
I was like, I'm not an electrician. I can't get up there. What am I supposed to do? So but actually one was out. She gave me the option. She was like, well, you can just check this one because this one's the easiest to get to. So I did. I was kind of scared because I was like, I don't know if they're wired the same.
Right.
But yeah, I took it to the store, and apparently there's like hundreds, maybe thousands of options. Many. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
So we didn't find one. And the guy's like, well, if you pick this one, it would be too bright because you can't find the exact same one. And who knows if you ever find it. So I got on. What? I was like Googling it and everything. And I haven't ordered anything, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I don't know.
Yeah, lots of choices with light bulbs today. But these are not that like bright, like LED white light. You know how it is? It's a really warm. It made the room glow. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So just got all kinds of options for weddings to make it really custom, very unique to each bride and groom.
Yeah, and you also do the like business like events and stuff like that because I mean y'all are doing the thing with the daily news, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we're very excited to have them. So yeah, dinners, fundraisers, evening banquets, corporate meetings. Like if they have like a regional meeting, and they're wanting to do something quarterly, then we could set up something with like a package with them to be able to do quarterly meetings where we would bring in like, coffee and donuts in the morning and a light lunch in the afternoon so they can sit there and meet. And we've got projector screens in our main hall and in our smaller meeting room. And then these huge TVs that are in, like if it's just like a 10-person setting, we have a room for that also. And any kind of technology that you have, you can just, connect right there and run all your presentations. It's a really nice, it's like a chameleon in the space, for whatever you need it to be for each different event.
Are there any other upcoming events? We're talking about the community prom and the princess lunch, those will hopefully turn into annual events. Is there anything else that y'all are thinking of?
Yeah, so we have in July, we're going to be doing another open house. And we're going to do a bridal like runway show and portraits at that one. And I'm working on talking to a jewelry company to have options for like wedding bands and things that would be there. So kind of a brides only, not with like all the multi-vendors, but something that's really
very specific.
Yeah, very specific. And so we're still working on that date. That's TBD. And then on November 13th, I'm really excited about this. We're doing a pop-up wedding. So working with a local wedding planner, and we're going to have, we have space for up to 8 weddings that day that we can hold at the venue. It's on a Saturday. And so indoor, outdoor options, like all the things that we were saying before, just in a much smaller, like a mini wedding type of a setting for each of them. And whoever does the last wedding of the day has the option to have a full dinner to go along with their wedding as well. So yeah, that'll be the first time we do like a multi-wedding day at the venue.
What? I was asked a really funny question.
Okay.
To me at least. But okay, so yesterday we took a phone call from someone who wanted some video work for a wedding, but the wedding's in 2023. And it's never too early to start planning, I learned. And so they said, well, we have the venue secured. I was like, you do? Why aren't you using WaterGrove? First of all, I did say that, but they were like, well, we saw there's something else. Well, I said, okay, that's fine, understandable. Got the venue secured, got the caterer secured, just wanted to get this secured. We were like, 2023?
23, I know.
I don't even know what I'm doing next. 2022 or like next month.
I know. We had people, 2 years out is not an unforeseen thing. People like to have that because, a wedding is a big investment. And I know, like, if somebody just comes in and rents the venue from us, what they paid to just do the venue itself, but you still have to have, the catering and the clothes and flowers and all that. And we have really great packages. We're some of the most economic here in the entire area and still just fabulous in the way that everything is laid out. But, it's an investment. So, yeah, 2-3 years, not uncommon to have to plan it like that.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like learning about all this stuff, and as it goes, finding out more stuff that comes on. Can you remind everybody one more time about the event that's taking place this Saturday?
Yeah, so this Saturday, it starts at 12. It's from 12 to 2 at WaterGrove. It's our Princess Lunch, themed around Mother's Day. If you are a dad mom and you want to bring your daughter, totally fine also. $30 a ticket. They're at thewatergrove.com. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get all of our updates and see things that are happening at this particular event on Saturday, in addition to other stuff. But you meet Disney princesses, have lunch, drawings, face painting, photos, all kinds of great stuff that are happening.
Thank you for hanging out and joining today, Catherine.
Yeah, it was fun.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. You could work.